Friday, May the 27th edition of the Carolina Weather Video. Meteorologist Matthew East along with you. Let's start off with a look live this morning from the Avalon Pier web camera along the North Carolina Outer Banks. Look how still the Atlantic Ocean is this morning. A lot of folks, of course, with the Memorial Day weekend upon us have beach plans. I'll talk much more about that as the current edition of the video rolls along. 67 there in the North Carolina Outer Banks. Hey, maybe your holiday weekend plans include a trip to Carowinds. That's an image to the brand new, newly expanded water park there in Carowinds, and that's courtesy of our friends there at carowinds.com. Temperature there sits at 69 degrees on the south side of Charlotte. Yesterday, very warm day all across the region. Had temperatures that are quite mild this morning, 60s, even 70 in Cape Hatteras, 58 in Boone as this day is beginning. Yesterday, there's your radar as we went through the afternoon hours. The mountains and the foothills saw a scattering of those showers and thunderstorms out there. Had a tough time making it east of there. And I think overall, again, today, it is the mountains and the foothills that are going to wind up with the best opportunity of picking up just a few isolated showers or storms. A lot of it's likely rain-free again today. Rough morning in parts of the Plain States, especially in Texas. A couple of major metro areas under the threat of severe weather very early this morning. Dallas, Fort Worth, and Houston, all seeing nearby intense and severe thunderstorms early here on this Friday morning. Further to the east here in the Carolinas, pretty quiet stuff overall. Some decaying showers down here in northeast Georgia. That is about it. And it will be a pretty quiet day here across the region. As mentioned, maybe a few mountain afternoon showers or storms and foothills too. That's the high resolution modeling showing again that idea of maybe a few of those showers and thunderstorms trying to pop up during the heating of the day in the mountains and the foothills, but not a terribly big deal. Temperatures quite warm all around the region once again today. Mid and upper 80s, even again, some folks touching 90 this afternoon. Now, as we get deeper to the holiday weekend, this coastal low begins to play more and more of a role in our weather. Now, tomorrow looks just fine through the interior Carolinas. Sunshine, warm temperatures. There's your Saturday highs. And thereafter, some question marks creep in. So let's go ahead and crank up the tropical update. First one of the season here, as this is a tropical type of low trying to develop. This could become a tropical or a subtropical type of low pressure out there east of the Bahamas. A reconnaissance flight scheduled to investigate this area here on this Friday afternoon. Now, whether or not this gets classified as a system, I don't think this is going to become a very, very significant or overly powerful system. Let me show you the intensity modeling here from the various computer models. And the idea here is that even the strongest model only takes us up to about 50 knots. Most of the modeling keeps us below 40 knots in terms of potential wind speed. So again, this is not going to be a huge, powerful tropical storm or hurricane type of system. It'll be a weaker type of system. Here's what it looks like on the RPM modeling. The color shades, those are the winds. So if you're beach bound this weekend, here's the idea. Let me flip over to this product here, and I'll show you some specific wind speeds and directions along the coast. The bottom line is, again, I think this probably heads toward the South Carolina coast in general by early Sunday or soon thereafter. Notice the wind's not terrible up and down the coast. Now, of course, there could always be surprises with these types of systems, but again, I think this stays rather a pretty weak system. So if you have beach plans, just be prepared for some areas of rain and storms and some breezy conditions, but I don't see anything that would, at this point, cause me to completely radically alter my plans. Just be aware it may need some inside time there along the coast. Now let's talk about the interior Carolinas. Here we go, Sunday. Pretty good opportunities for some rain and storms rolling in. The temperatures definitely held in check Sunday with that cloud cover, the rain, and the thunderstorm possibilities. The GFS computer model through Sunday and Monday prints out half-inch to 1-inch rain totals over much of North Carolina. The European is even more aggressive now. And you wind up with a pretty good swath of rain through the eastern two-thirds of the Carolinas. Let me show you some of the higher resolution modeling here. Let's start with the European. This is this morning. Now we go out to Saturday evening, and there's that low pressure moving inland, and the European kind of hangs it around through the first half of Monday. More on that in a second. Let's go to the Canadian model. Brings it to the South Carolina, or at least near the South Carolina coast Sunday morning. There's your rain shield associated with it. Eastern two-thirds of the North Carolina seeing the majority of the rain on the Canadian model as well. And then there the system goes Monday morning, headed toward Pamlico Sound. All right. GFS. This is today. A few isolated storms. That's about it. Most of it's dry once you get east of I-95 through the daylight hours tomorrow. But here you go Sunday. This is Sunday morning, and then that is Sunday afternoon. Good chances for some rain and storms in this soupy tropical air mass. There's Tuesday. Let's see. Yeah, there's Tuesday. I'm sorry, Monday's precipitation. There's Tuesday. Now the GFS continues to linger this low pressure around, and you end up with tropical scattered showers and thunderstorms pretty much each day next work week. There's Wednesday, there's Thursday, there's Friday. I'm not that aggressive with the rain opportunities once you get past Monday. Now this is the European, and I'm kind of leaning my forecast in this direction. This is Sunday morning. There's Sunday evening, and you see where the heaviest rain and thunderstorm placement is, and then the system begins to pull away, and you end up with just kind of your typical afternoon thunderstorm chances Tuesday onward next week. And I think that's probably the more correct idea. Spaghetti charts. Heading toward the Carolina coast with this, and then a gradual turn to the north and northeast looking more likely thereafter. And a couple of the hurricane models. This is the Hurricane Wharf. Let's see if I had a chart. Oh, here we go. Yeah, Hurricane Wharf. This is valid Saturday overnight into Sunday morning. So this is actually in the pre-dawn hour Sunday. The Hurricane Wharf brings this as a 1,004 millibar low. That's not incredibly intense. Right to near Charleston. From there, inland into South Carolina it goes as you get over the next 24 hours after that. This is early Monday morning. And then finally, Tuesday is kind of meandering around southeast Georgia. Now, again, that was the Hurricane Wharf. Another one of the hurricane models called the GFDL. Well, let me get that sized up for you. There it is. Okay, here we go. There it is. Around daybreak Sunday. Same basic idea. Well, low pressure moving into the direction of Charleston. And then you get out to Monday night, and it's sitting a little bit southeast of Charlotte. And a lot of the global models kind of have this idea as well. So I think that's probably the correct idea, something similar to what the European and the Canadian model are showing. And that's the way I've leaned my forecast for the time being. All right, that is it for today's edition of the Carolina Weather Video. Everybody have a wonderful day, and God bless.